Okay, so just preparing to work through our wrist to gain a little bit of strength. So just a rotation through the wrists and then coming back the other way. Just sitting nice and comfortably. Try and sit tall into the sit bones, nice straight back. Just bringing the wrist down and up. And then pulling the fingers forward and then backward. Just gaining a little bit of strength. Pushing the hands forward now, and so you've got your hand in prayer. You're trying to put a little bit of resistance against those hands so that you're getting a nice rotation. And then the back of the hands together, and just doing it the same way. Still a little bit of resistance, so pushing into the back of the hands. Also working a little strength through the shoulders as you do this. So it's very nice for your balance work. Just again, giving the wrists a bit of a stretch. Coming over onto your knees as if you're coming into cat-cow. Just allow yourself to push forward and back. Always use your breath as you do this, so you can slow right down if you'd like to. I just don't want the video to be way too long, so I'm just giving you a couple of nice ideas of what you can do. Just double check here, I have a rotation through the elbow. So this is really nice as you push forward and bring yourself backwards and forwards. You can use this, or you can stay in a mobilized position and just rotate the arms so you're working through the wrists again, also through the shoulder joints, so the shoulder girdle. Pushing forward and backward with the rotation of the elbows, and then changing the rotation of the elbows as you come back forward. So it's just a different rotation through the shoulders, through the elbows. It's nice wrist movement. Also putting a little pressure into that arm and doing the same thing with the arm, but trying to make sure it's nice and long, so you are putting a little bit of weight through it. And then twisting the arm backwards and forwards. You may hear a little cracking through the wrist here, which is completely normal. Just always listen to the body and follow your intuition and the feel, using the breath always. Just allow yourself to walk the hands forward and back. So it's just a really good couple of ideas to build some strength. You always want to warm through the wrists before you do a lot of work in your balance. You need that stability, you need the balance, and you need to be sure that you have the mobility through the wrists, the arms. Just moving backwards and forwards. You can see here that I still have straight arms, moving through the shoulders. So the shoulders are getting a really lovely workout here too as I warm through the wrists. As I bring myself from side to side, I'm pushing into the wrists. Now just a couple of rotations, drawing shoulder blades back and just clasping the fingers together. Just allowing myself to fold forward, lifting the arms as high as I can, so really working through the shoulder girdle here. And slowly bring yourself back up. Use the breath. Rotation, opening up through the shoulder blades. Still using the wrists, rotation of hands, rotation of arms, working through shoulders. Letting go. And then coming into downward facing dog. Pushing those fingers into the ground, peeking, and just coming forward onto the toes and bringing yourself forward. So generally the body is stacked as you push forward, but you can start to make your way into more of a plank position where you're gaining a little bit more strength and stability, mobility. Coming back down to the knees, just doing the stretch again, breathing in. Allow yourself to exhale as you pull over, trying to gain a little bit more room through the arms, lifting up into the head if you're comfortable, using the muscles through the thighs to lift you nice and tall, not too much through the head, and then interlace the fingers again, drawing up to Dhaka Mudra. Just allow yourself to stretch through the throat as you drop your head back, relax, open up into Goddess, draw shoulder blades back. Again, just some ideas, pushing back, downward facing, starting to really warm the entire body. And this time bring yourself over a little bit further into more of a plank. You can really play around with all of this. You can see that I am not quite stacked as I bring myself over. The body's coming forward, so getting a nice stretch through the wrists here. Nice strong arms though, straight. And bringing it back again. Nice inhale up, start to really melt into this. Bring yourself forward. Not too much pressure into the head, allow the legs to do a lot of room. You can see that I'm opening up further and further through those shoulders as I draw the arms back. Lifting up nice and tall. Interlace the fingers, drop the head back. And this time I'm going to come down into extended puppy. So I'm lifting the bottom nice and high, relaxing the feet into the ground. And drawing my chin down. My breasts are coming down, or my chest is coming down as far as I can to meet the ground, so it's easier for me to put my chin up. If you can't get to this space, just allow your head to come down to the ground and come as far as you feel comfortable. It's just a beautiful rotation through the shoulders, opening up through chest. Bringing the hands back. And now just bringing ourselves into a little bit more strength work. So allow yourself to come down, pull back. I do around 10 of these. As you can see, the elbows are very close to the body, they're not splaying out. So I've got our wings in. I'm just allowing myself to build a little bit more strength through those wrists before I start to work my way into some balancing work. So you can do as many of these as you like. Now drawing the hands back once again, shoulder blades together and lifting up through the chest as high as I can. Always continually breathing. Hands back down and coming up. Okay, so this is a really nice one to do to really open up the shoulders, especially through the shoulder girdle. So you're just pulling the arm back and behind the neck, and you're putting slight pressure of the neck into the arm, so you're opening up even further, especially through the tricep here. Trying to maintain straightness through the spine. Really breathing through this as you're opening further and further and gaining a little bit more warmth through the body. Just going to allow yourself to grab a strap here. It can be a belt of any kind or a yoga strap. Just allow your arms to come as wide as you feel comfortable. And you're just going to try and inhale and exhale that band back. So if you can't get it all the way back, that's fine. Just take it as far as you feel comfortable. The wider your arms are, the easier it is. So the closer that you come, the more difficult it becomes. So really listen to your body here, breathe the body. I'm very used to doing all of this, so it may seem quite fast, so you can slow this right down, pause, and give everything a go. Here I'm just taking the band as far back as I can, or the strap as far back as I can, and really giving a nice stretch through top to bottom. Always breathing. This is beautiful, opens up really nicely. It just feels wonderful once you've done this too, creating so much space in the body. Okay, starting to bring it a little bit closer together now. Not everybody can go back. When you're doing this, try and allow the arms to remain straight. Now what we're going to do is do what we did before, except we're going to reach both hands back to try and interlace the fingers and get a nice stretch. So as you can see, this is just what we did before, as we take the arm over, pull it down, And then we're going to take one behind and reach back for the fingers. Hold, breathe. Try and really open up. I never used to be able to touch the back like this, but once you start to warm through the body like this and continuously practice these exercises, you gain a little bit more flexibility every single time. So just allow yourself to comfortably warm through this and make it a regular thing. If you find it uncomfortable or difficult, use a strap, a belt, whatever you may, to try and gain a little bit of momentum to try and pull the hands together. If you can't pull the hands together, that's fine. You'll slowly get there. And you're going to come back to the other side and do it on the other side, getting myself twisted in knots here. And you can walk the hands down, trying to reach one another, or just where you're comfortable. Just really maintaining a sense of awareness of how the body feels as you work through this. So that is basically everything that I do in relation to warming wrists and shoulders at the moment. So give it a go. Namaste.